Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 to 2, the beginning of creation. Verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This verse introduces God as the creator of everything. It establishes that time, space, and matter all begun by God's command. Verse 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. The earth was formless and empty, covered in darkness. The Spirit of God hovered over the waters, preparing for creation. Genesis 1, verse 3 to 5, the creation of light. Verse 3. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God speaks, and light is created instantly. This light is not from the sun, which is created later, but a divine illumination. Verse 4. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. God declares the light good and separates it from the darkness, establishing the cycle of day and night. Verse 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. The first day of creation is completed with the alternation of day and night. Genesis 1, verse 6 to 8. The creation of the sky, firmament. Verse 6. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." God created the firmament, sky or atmosphere, to separate the waters above, possibly clouds or celestial waters, from the waters below, oceans, seas, and rivers. Verse 7. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. The separation of waters is completed, establishing the heavens sky as distinct from the earthly waters. Verse 8. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. The firmament is named heaven, marking the end of the second day of creation. Genesis 1, verse 9 to 13. The creation of land, seas, and vegetation. Verse 9. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God commands the waters to gather, revealing dry land for the first time. Verse 10. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. God names the dry land earth, and the waters seas, declaring them good. Verse 11. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after its kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth." And it was so. God commands vegetation to grow, grass, plants and seeds, fruit bearing trees. Verse 12. And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after its kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after its kind, and God saw that it was good. The earth responds by producing abundant plant life, each growing according to its kind. Verse 13. And the evening and the morning were the third day. This marks the completion of the third day of creation. Genesis 1, verse 14 to 19. The creation of the sun, moon, and stars. Verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and years. God created celestial lights to separate day and night, and to mark time and seasons. Verse 15. And let them be for lights in the, in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth, and it was so. These lights are meant to illuminate the earth. Verse 16. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. The greater light equaled the sun, the lesser light equaled the moon. God also created the stars. Verse 17. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. God positions the celestial bodies in the sky to shine upon the earth. Verse 18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. The sun governs the day, and the moon and stars govern the night. Verse 19. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. This completes the fourth day of creation. Genesis 1, verse 20 to 23. The creation of sea creatures and birds. Verse 20. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. God fills the waters with living creatures. He creates birds to fly in the sky. Verse 21. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after its kind. And God saw that it was good. God makes whales and all sea creatures, each according to its kind. He also makes every type of bird. He declares them good. Verse 22. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. God blesses the creatures to multiply and fill the earth. Verse 23. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. This marks the completion of the fifth day of creation. Genesis 1, verse 24 to 31. The creation of land, animals, and humans. Verse 24. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after its kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after its kind, and it was so. God creates land, animals, including livestock, cattle, sheep, etc., wild animals, lion, elephant, etc., creeping creatures, insect, reptiles, etc. Verse 25. And God made the beasts of the earth after its kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after its kind, and God saw that it was good. God creates diverse animal species, each according to its kind. Verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. God creates humans in his image and likeness. He grants them dominion over all living things. Verse 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. God creates both male and female, reflecting his divine nature. Verse 28, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. God blesses humanity, commanding them to multiply, fill the earth, subdue it, and rule over all creatures. Verse 29, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. God provided plants and fruit as food for humans. Verse 30, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so. He also provides plants for animals to eat. Verse 31, and God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. God declares his creation very good. This marks the end of the sixth day.